Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Razia Conseja. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and to share this information with other people. Today I'm going to talk about fear. What is fear? Because nowadays many people are in fear. Fear, worry, concerns, and that happens because of many things. Fear is something that you don't know what is going to happen. Fear of express ourselves. Fear of what other people is going to think if I'm going to dress in a certain way or if I'm going to say certain things. So everything is about fear. How we can confront our fears. First, we have to believe in ourselves, love ourselves more, how to analyze ourselves, what we are doing wrong, what is our fear, what we are more scared about. Write it down, analyze how can I overcome that fear. I know most of the fears that we have nowadays in the adulthood mostly is because we bring traumas and fears from our childhood. Because our parents used to say, don't do this, don't do that, don't say anything, be quiet, you're not allowed to talk, you're not allowed to do this and that. So we grow with fears. What if I do this? What if I say something? What if? So we need, as an adult people, we need to confront our fears, find out the root of the problem, and fix it. We cannot live in fear the rest of our lives because that's why people is not happy. That's why people live in the past, and that's why they are depressed most of the time. And also there are people living in the future. That is anxiety. Anxiety of what will happen tomorrow, what will happen next week, what will happen next year or in the next 10 years. So we need to live more in the present, focus and create actions because we overthink too much. And remember, most of the times, they don't even happen in real life because we create it in our minds. So we create a movie inside our mind that, what about if I do this and this and this is going to happen, and then I'm going to get this and this and this. And guess what? In real life, that doesn't happen. So we need to be more positive. Some people don't know how to analyze themselves, and that's fine. You can go to a therapist or psychologist, however you call it, and talk to a stranger that is a professional that is not going to judge you. They're going to listen to you and guide you through your emotions because you cannot do it yourself. In my case, I did it myself. I follow some spiritual guidance masters that they have been in the market for many years. They have been helping people how to awake, how to be conscious about our thoughts and actions, and how to don't overthink. We just do. So for example, if I'm afraid that if I'm going to get a driver's license, is an example, and I'm afraid that I'm going to fail the driving test. Why am I afraid that I'm going to fail? Already I'm putting the thought that I'm going to fail. So with that fear, that will make my mind to don't focus when I study for the drive test. Instead, we can reverse it. We can instead to be in fear that I'm going to fail the driving test, I'm going to focus to study more. I'm going to ask my sibling, my friend, my partner, whoever, hey, ask me questions about this book and see how I respond. So I practice. If I practice, I master it. And also when I have more knowledge, I get more confident. And when I get more confident, then I'm going to pass the test. And I'm not going to have those negative thoughts. Oh, what about if I fail the test? Why you putting that negative thinking in your mind if you're going to fail the test if you don't study, if you don't practice the exam? Of course, we're going to fail. But if we prepare to don't fail, we're going to pass. That's the way that works. And everything is the same thing. People don't like confrontation. I'm not saying go and argue, go and fight, go and create a big mess. No. Confrontation is to ask for your rights. For example, my son, to don't go far away, a few months ago happened. My son bought glasses that they were very expensive because he has his money. He wanted to have fancy frame, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? When he tried on, before he ordered the prescription, those glasses were amazing. Like he feels like he looks amazing. Then guess what? When the friend came back with the glass, with the prescription, then he says, Mom, I feel like I look dummy, I look stupid, I look like ugly, whatever. And I said, why you didn't try it in a different way? Why? And mostly when you're going to buy expensive glasses, you need to ask how these glasses has warranty. What about if I don't like them? Can I return it? Can I get my money back? Or can I have another friend? How this works? But no, because he's young and he thinks because he thinks that he knows everything, he made the mistake to don't make those questions. And then guess what? He regretted. He created that fear. So he says, I'm afraid to buy glasses anymore because I know I'm going to mess it up. And that is experience. That's the other thing about fears. This is an example. So because we had bad experiences in the past, that doesn't mean that we're going to repeat it. Yeah, we are allowed to fail, we're allowed to make mistakes, but we are not allowed to repeat them. And how can we not repeat them? Learn from them. Learn how to avoid. So in the case of my son, for example, if I'm going to get a new glasses next time, I'm going to make sure that I really like them, and I'm going to ask if this glass is going to cost me $300, $500. In the case that I don't like them when they come back, or they don't fit me, or I change my mind, can I get the money back? Or can I get another frame for free? I don't want to spend more money in these glasses. Then when you get, according to what kind of answers you get from the place, then you make your decision to order or not, or choose a cheaper glasses. So I'm not going to waste my money again. I'm not going to throw the money to the trash can. So that past experience prepare us to be more awake and be conscious about what we want and what we need, and we are not going to spend more money. So this is example from many things. Same with relationships, same with everything. So we need to learn from our past experience and master it, get knowledge, get aware, and make sure next time we are not going to we are allowed to make mistakes, but a new mistakes, not to repeat the same mistakes over and over again with different people, with different circumstances. So the fears, we need to avoid fears. Other thing, don't watch the news. I see people watching news 24/7, and they are even afraid to get out of their house because they watch news that in certain states of the United States, or in Europe, or in China, or in whatever countries, they are killing people, they are sending bombs, they are doing this. People start to feed that fear. So they're even go outside to drive. They are afraid to go outside to do groceries because they are afraid that what time they are going to be kidnapped, or what time they are going to be, somebody's going to steal their money, or whatever it is. I mean, they're even afraid to drive. That's why they commit many car accidents, because people is not using their common sense. They are just they are in the little world, thinking that whatever they saw in the news, that is going to happen to them. Really? I mean, remember, news are now for ratings. Is not showing the real truth. They are showing whatever is convenient for them. They brainwash us. They want us to believe whatever they want us to believe. I stopped watching news since 4 years ago because that was killing my mind. That I was so afraid of everything. I was so scared about many things. And since I stopped watching the news and search and find out by myself if that is true or not, then I started to change my mind, to give more confidence to myself, to live my life. I cannot relate my life in politicians. I cannot relate my life in religion and many things. I respect everybody has their own rights to do whatever they want. But the only thing that I want to share with my community is stop being in fear. Stop being like a worry about everything, what is going to happen tomorrow, what is going to happen in 1 hour, what is going to happen next week. That's why people is getting sick emotionally and physically, because of course, if you don't work in your emotions, your physical body is going to absorb it, and that's why people get cancers, tumors, Alzheimer, arthritis, many illnesses are coming from here because we don't fix it here first. So for more that you take medicine, that you do treatments and everything, but you don't change the cassette or the in the old times it's called the VHS or the CD here, nothing is going to happen. We're going to get worse. We need to be more confident in ourselves. We need to focus more in ourselves than focus more what is going to happen in the country or in the war. Because let me tell you something. Yeah, I sound selfish, but it's not about extremes are bad. Be selfish and be totally doing everything for everybody, and we live outside. That's selfish, but for us. So we have to find a middle point. So the way that I take care of myself, and I'm more confident with myself, I believe in myself and everything. I'm giving sample to my kids. If I have kids, I give sample to my neighbors, to my siblings, to anyone who is looking at me, says, I want to be like that woman, or I like to be like that man, that they are successful because they are doing this and this. I want to do the same and do it. But no, people is gossiping, is caring about if the coworker arrive early, if they take 2 hours lunch, if they arrive late, or they ask permission from work, or the neighbor if he arrives early or late, or they have a lover. Even is focused in myself. Am I doing right? Am I getting the best version of myself? Am I stop comparing with others? Am I controlling my fears? Do acting instead of overthinking? That kind of thing we need to do nowadays. We need to stop the gossiping. We need to stop worrying and concern, because now social media is destroying us. Like, look the new fashion way to dress up. Look the new fashion to be famous and popular and blah, blah, blah. No, we need to focus in ourselves. And we cannot copy, because we failed the human being test and is copying others. That's why every person is unique. Every person has different personality. We cannot copy. Yes, we can be jealous because my neighbor has a really nice shoes and I want to find the shoes. If I like those shoes and I feel jealous, I go to the person, excuse me, where did you get those shoes? Oh, I bought it in this store. So I go and do the same thing. If I want the same shoes, I go and buy the same shoes and I'm happy. But I cannot go and trip that person and trick her and make her fall on the floor because I'm jealous that she has those shoes and I don't have them. That is be mean, because I won't like that other person feel jealous about me and do that the same thing to me. Do you think that is fair? No. And the jealousy, the envy, and everything about society is because of the fear to be alone, the fear to be broken economically, the fear of loneliness, the fear of many things. We need to fulfill those fears with love, with compassion, forgive ourselves to allow other people to harm us or to hurt us. Stop being in fear. Believe more in yourself. If you believe in God, you go to a Christian church or Catholic or whatever church you go and ask God to give you that strength, to give you wisdom to lead your life in a better way. Instead to focus in society, what they're dressing, they have a better car than mine, they have this better than me. That's stupid. We are wasting our energy and time in those silly things that social media wants to make us live in, and reality is different. Okay guys, hopefully this information helped you. Thank you for watching my videos, for subscribe to my channel, and for sharing this information. Love you guys, and God bless you always, and the universe always go with you. Okay, bye bye. See you until next time.